ensuring that this ministry takes a center stage.
Members of the committee commended the giant strides made by agencies under the Ministry of Information, particularly the NTA, committing them to increase their revenue generation.
It's really, really worrisome that an average young Nigerian today believes that the quick way to make money is through rituals, or should I say Yahoo Yahoo. So it's also up to your ministry to see how you can devise a means to reorientate our people on the values of living, on the values of humanity, the values of self-worth, and a whole lot. Let me say this. I was searching now on how much certain African countries spend on orientating their people, how to disseminate information, and again, build a national image. Let's take South Africa, for example. South Africa's budget in 2024 for a ministry similar
to be able to give you land for the development of houses for the legionnaires, to be able to give you shops when you establish new markets, so that allocations can be given for them to start a new leap of life, and so many other aspects of investment can be think of. But the fundamental thing before I pause is that there should be review of the pension scheme. A pensioner's rights should come to him immediately when he retires, not until when he is close to his grave. There should be a system whereby, including the general public servants, civil servants, and the distant, there shouldn't be any reason why somebody's benefits should be delayed for unnecessary decades. Yes, you are retiring, you should get your entitlements, you should channel it into your desirable investment area of interest.
Okay. Right, we have Ahmed on the line from Abuja. Hello? Hello, Ahmed? Hello?
Yeah, good evening, Sir Toba.
Yes, go ahead, please.
How are you this evening? Yeah, right. It's nice talking with you because I just discovered that you said in nation building, the function or the contribution of the citizen, it's very paramount. Looking at the situation of Nigeria now, that we're trying to have a lot of reforms, a lot of changes from the left-hand driving of a vehicle, or from the right-hand driving of the vehicle to the left hand of the vehicle as it is Africanized, that we are trying to propel and draw the drum of clarion call for everybody to abide by the rule and regulation that governs the citizens of a country, that everybody should arms be on deck to make sure that you know what is wrong and you know what is right. President Ahmed Tinubu did not say he was going to fight corruption, but he said he's going to discourage corruption. Look at the scenario in Nigeria now. You will discover that the corruption is fighting itself. He is not the longer one fighting the corruption again. How? Let me tell you. When there was this fuel subsidy removal, fuel skyrocketed to 1,200 and is coming back to 960 something, and which I will believe that is still going down lower than that. The citizens that have been hoarding fuel in those days, that have been doing dual fuel, bunkering and every other thing, now at this price, let them do it. Have you seen queue in Nigeria filling station during the Christmas? It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. There must be either one hiccup or the other, either in your village or in my village. Everybody bought fuel according to how you are supposed to buy in your own geopolitical region, depending on the transportation that took in there. One, we have been having a lot of challenges in competition of facilities that we are using now. Let's take, for example, telephone. You know how it started. That one is a bygone. Petroleum now that they are dealing with, fighting corruption, removing the subsidy, it is not for me and you alone. It is for the national benefit. that when they are talking of this tax reform, they said it, that everybody is going to benefit, what is going to be distributed according to how you're earning or whatever your consumption of the earning comes. It's okay. If you know how to drink Fanta, please take 10. I will take only 2 bottles of beer. Ask the free light, you know. But the truth about it is that we have to really go deep into all these things we are looking onto, that we want to do the reform. What are the benefits, the merit and the demerit? Then, but now, the citizen now, where I am coming to the citizen now is, we should be able to fish out all the bad eggs among us, not minding the threat they are giving to you. Just make sure you know this man. There's what we call KYC, know your customer, in business. But in your environment, they say know your neighbor as you know yourself. Try to know your neighbor. Security-wise, we that are curbing the security are the one living within the insecurities. Please, Serious Toba, today is not a day of rituals. We are just trying to contribute how the citizens can obey or can contribute to the national development. The citizens are the one holding the power of their citizenry. Use your citizenry as good as possible, and you get the result of what you want. Thank you very much, Serious Toba. May the Almighty God continue to bless your program. Thank you, Tuesday Live. I love to have spoken for the first time in this program. Thank you very much, Nigeria. I bless you all. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, from Abuja. Yes, back to the studio. We just have a short time left on this program. And so, Dr. Eze, again, you find that by the time they get to being called veterans and the aging process is set in, that's when they have to deal with a lot of health challenges. Some of them, the result of what they have done. And there are those we think about who will, of course, suffer from what you call post-traumatic trauma. Yes. And so how do you begin to cater for the health of those? Some would have lost limbs, and some, well, at a point in time, just the general, challenges of aging in society.
Very good. In the last Veterans Affair meetings last year, in Abuja, particularly in Army War College, we actually came on board devising means where we shall develop models, adopting models, which could reflect the models practiced in UK, America, and Australia, wherefore they practice what we call the integrated healthcare models in UK, and in America, they actually practice what we usually call the telehealth and digital tools. And in Australia, they practice what we call the community-based health. I will explain it in a jiffy. So whilst these are protectors of sovereignty are in service, we would introduce what we call the General Health and Wellness Program, where they would understand their body,